When I tweeted about this film, I got a lot of, what the heck? Hey guys, it's Morgan with the Rotoscopers, and today I am giving you a review of a Blu-ray DVD combo. It's for the Aviators. The what? Basically, The Aviators is a very interesting movie. It was released in 2008 in Spain, so it's a European film, and it just now was released in the US on Blu-ray and DVD. I have never heard about this film before. I tried to research this film and there really isn't that much information about it. But basically here's the premise. It's set in World War I and there's a bunch of carrier pigeons who are supporting the war effort, and the movie is told from their perspective. So there's carrier pigeons and they are serving their country, and then there are also some other pigeons who choose not to be carrier pigeons, basically not to be in the army, right? The pigeon version of the army. And so this creates a little turmoil within all the different pigeons. And yeah, basically the whole point of them is to deliver these messages to defeat the enemy. Like, I think even reading the back it says, following their fearless and feathered leader, played by Brad Garrett, the unlikely heroes work together to save the lives of American soldiers. Hooray! This movie is very interesting because if you look at the cover, I think a lot of people judge this by its cover. They're looking at it and they're like, what is that? And I kind of thought the same thing. It looks really cheap. It looks very just sort of knockoff standard, whatever. But when you actually watch the animation, the actual 2D animation of the pigeons is beautiful. I was so surprised at how just refined the animation was. It definitely wasn't something cheap, something just knockoff put together. Very fluid, very smooth. But the problem I have with this movie is that it tries to combine 2D animation with 3D backgrounds. And studios have tried and tried and tried to do this over the years with varying levels of success. And this, I think, was not so successful. You really have to make it fluid and feel like it's part of the same world. Otherwise, the backgrounds just feel disjointed from the characters, and you know, the backgrounds then cheapen the actual characters, which again were quite well done. I really enjoyed the animation of the actual birds. And there's also this little mouse character who's sort of like an inventor. His name's Lindbergh, and he's definitely modeled after a real person named Lindbergh, and he flies and he creates flying contraptions. And I did not like that character. That's Jeff Foxworthy's character. He has a random song in the beginning of the film, and that's the only song, and he just goes and sings about, you know, the war, we gotta do our part and help, and just no, just like, why? No, we don't need songs, especially when there's only one and it's not good and it's not necessary. This did not have any bonus features, so there's nothing really to talk about there. So I'm just gonna give the movie 2 stars. I mean, the animation, the character animation was good, but everything else was really bad. I mean, the story, like, the pigeons were kind of set against these falcons who are standing in their way trying to intercept their messages, and I just really didn't buy it personally. I feel bad. Like, I am grateful that this is released on DVD in the US because there's a lot of times there's really great films that we don't get to see. So for that reason, I'm really glad that Cinedigm was able to release this. At least we have it, right? Alright guys, that is all I have for The Aviators. If you've seen this movie, let me know in the comments below what you think about The Aviators. Would you give this a thumbs up or a thumbs down? Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm Morgan. This is the Rotoscopers YouTube.